Welcome to today's 5 Good Minutes on the 10 Commandments. Today we'll be considering the 7th commandment with Kurt Bjorklund.
In the 10 Commandments, there's this command, thou shalt not commit adultery. It's been well rehearsed, and we've talked a little bit the last few days about adultery, but I want to turn our focus today and tomorrow to two other aspects of fulfilling this command. And the first is, if you're married, I want to encourage you to strive to enrich your marriage. A lot of times, when somebody's in a marriage that is hurting, they will not address the marriage and assume that they can just manage whatever temptation exists. But by far, the greatest way to avoid temptation isn't even what Joseph did in running, although that certainly can matter, but it is in building and cultivating the marriage that God has given you. And when you build into your own marriage, what you do, in essence, in doing that, attending to the spouse of your youth, if we can use that phrase. It's a take on Malachi chapter 2. But if we can use that phrase, what you're doing when you do that is you are saying, I'm going to build into my marriage, because if I build into my marriage, then I will have a sense in which I don't want to do something that will hurt this marriage. Malachi chapter 2 is a statement about how God hates divorce. And this is how this reads. It says this: a second thing you do, you cover the Lord's altar with tears, with weeping and groaning, because he no longer regards your offering or accepts it with favor from your hands. But you say, oh, why does he not? And it says, because the Lord is a witness between you and the wife of your youth, to whom you have been faithless. She is your companion and your wife by covenant. And the word companion here has the idea of a friend, somebody who walks with you, who is truly a life partner. And to say the wife of your youth, what he's saying is build into, in a sense, this friendship, this life partner with everything you have, rather than dealing with this with faithlessness. Now, we could talk with just some practical, simple examples of how to cultivate your marriage, enrich your marriage. Certainly at Orchard Hill, there's the enrich curriculum around marriage. There's a lot of good things, but a lot of it is just coming down to making a decision to saying, I am going to pursue intimacy with my spouse as a high priority in my life. What happens for a lot of couples is they get into the routine of marriage, and what started out as a romance becomes a business partnership. And that is maybe understandable. You have a house to take care of, maybe kids to shuttle from here to there, and a lot of logistics, but a lot of the meetings and moments together become, how do we handle all of the logistics? We're business partners rather than lovers. And part of not committing adultery is to continue to have a wife of your youth, a husband of your youth, who's your companion, who you pursue and who pursues you, and who you delight in finding those moments of intimacy and expression. And so today, my encouragement is very simple, and that is pursue intimacy with your spouse, because God has given you, if you are married, a spouse in your youth who can help you to navigate all of life, and it is a wonderful gift and nothing to be taken lightly.
Thanks for joining us. Be sure to check out all our content and podcasts on Orchard Hill Plus. You can find that and so much more on our website or the Orchard Hill app.